Welcome everyone to Chess with TV episode 152. Today is July 14th, 2015, which is nice because 14 is twice as much as 7, which is the month of July. I just noticed that, so I thought I'd tell you. This episode is slightly delayed. If you're watching on YouTube, you might notice that it's not on YouTube yet, but if you're watching live, you're like, what time is it, man? I don't even have a wrist on my watch. I don't even have a wrist on my other watch. Because, the stream should have happened 2 hours ago, but I got enormously sucked into a meeting of doom. I got into a meeting. It was a meeting. I'm sure you guys have been in these meetings before, and it started an hour before the broadcast. I was like, well, 1 hour, that's plenty of time, right? I can meet in 1 hour. I was wrong, like really wrong. This meeting was nearly 3 hours long. Like most internet meetings, most of the time was spent fiddling with microphones and adjusting cameras, disconnecting, reconnecting, complaining about echo and all that kind of stuff. But we did have our meeting, and so Chess TV being just 2 hours late, you guys should be thankful because that meeting almost went forever. We almost got into this loop where we just couldn't move on, and Chess with TV would have had to have been permanently canceled. So that was a narrow escape. So now that we're here, we're going to take advantage of being slightly delayed to play some slightly delayed chess. In chess, the term delay means time added to the clock after each move. That's actually what delay means. A game with no delay means you don't get time added, and a game with delay means you do get time added. So we're going to play some delay games right now. Here we are at the misaligned website, lichess.org. Let's align it a little better. Somebody's following me. Create a game. So we're going to play with such delay that there is no time on the clock, only an increment, which is also known as a delay. We'll play a 4-second increment, then we'll see if we want to crank that down a little bit because I love playing faster rather than slower. And I do have to say hello to Cat Rocket Moo 3 because he correctly concatenated 3 English words into his username. Cat Rocket 3. Cat Rocket Moo 3. Congratulations for following Chess with TV. So here we go, a game of chess with delay. Now the first move and the second move have to be very quick because you don't have that much time. But after that, you have a little bit more. What is wrong with your cheeks? Asks one person in the comments. I'm not sure. I haven't had them instructed recently. Maybe I should take your bishop and play a 4 and then castle. They seem normal. What's wrong with your cheeks? So we're playing a closed Sicilian. There's another follower. Guys, I have my phone with me, and now I get all these followers in my face. It's Miklo Ping. You guys have the worst usernames. Why don't you name yourself something normal, like Chess Wizard? I'm not even a wizard, which I've discussed, but you guys don't know that because you're new here. Vive la France. Okay, I can't disagree with that. Such interesting comments in chat. So queen g3, I'm not really sure my queen is good here, but it's not that bad, right? I don't want to get pawn forked. Pawns don't really move 2 spaces from the 6th rank, but you gotta watch out for pawns. Let's bring my pieces in and then worry about it. I've got more space on the king side. He's got more, let's just play here, more space on the queen side, but with a closed center, there's not a lot that's going to happen. So we're playing kind of slower moves. His bishop f8, my king h1, just kind of slowly feeling out what's going to be happening here. I think I'll maneuver around and attack him on the king side, though, because seriously, there's not enough happening in this game. I have a lot of pieces pointed toward the king side. The knight, the bishop, the queen, my rooks can even lift up here and attack him. Even this knight is pointed this direction. So I think he actually might be relatively vulnerable here to an attack. Let's try knight f4. Maybe that's not right. Maybe bishop g5 was better. Oh well. Take that with oh, my attack is so lame. Queen, I guess. He does have a backward pawn on d6 that's not going anywhere, and that could be to my advantage if I blockade it like this. So now it can never move, right, guys? And this could actually be pretty useful. His bishop being stuck back there in Neverland of bishops. And what if I get more things to be cool? Pin that. Okay. Trying to make something happen here. I think he's pretty tangled up. Take that this way. Okay, so now he's got this horrible position where it's this awesome knight on a white square against a horrible bishop on a black square that can't move. So with me controlling the open file, also I'm really happy about this ending. I should be able to win. G4, hold this pawn. Queen E4, everything's held together really nicely. It's not clear how to win because I'm not ahead any material, but just wait and see what happens. I think I'll give myself one pawn that's behind, the C pawn here, guarding two pawns. Actually, I think I'll offer a queen trade. Yes. Capture away from center is a little weird. I'll do it. So this must be so good for me, right? It's even position, but my knight's a boss. So what can I do to him? Let's try the knight H5. It's kind of a new angle. I don't think he's going to like this. He has to play bishop H8. Oh no, you're going to lose your pawn. Oh, is that not the world's worst bishop? I have totally constricted him. Now what do I do? What do I do? Now that I'm totally awesome, how do I win, right? Move my pawn one square. So I don't see how to win, which is disappointing. Maybe knight like this, because how will he defend that pawn a second time? Only by being kind of lame. Look at that. Two attackers, two attackers, and now I get one. Nice. That knight is just so much better than that bishop. He still has the bad bishop, and I'm ahead of pawn. This is two good things. Now with the extra pawn, let's constrict him some more. Feeling pretty constricted there, are you? I'm loving it. Knight F5 now. Man, you guys thought bishops were better than knights. Think again, this bishop is worse than a knight. And literally speaking, not even figurative here. What about knight? How should I crush him from here? I'm thinking knight G7. Obviously he can't take or I'll promote. But then what? I could just push these pawns. I guess I should just, I'm ahead of pawn, so I guess I should just maneuver around and promote. This will work. Oh, this is pretty awesome. He can't guard the F pawn. If he takes, then I promote with my pawn to the touchdown square on H8. That was a fun ending, guys. It really came together in the middle game when I noticed that his bishop was blocked in by this pawn, and he just made this so easy because all the perfect bishop crushing moves were made possible by his passivity. But it was also a lot of fun for me. Oh, yeah, you're dead. You're right. Fianchetto 123, push the pawns is the correct thing to do there. Since you're ahead of pawn, you should push your pawn majority and make that happen. Now, let's look at the analysis board and let's see what the computer says about what I played. Every game you play on lichess.org can be analyzed by a genius computer. All you have to do is click analysis board, and then right down here there's a button that says activate the computer analysis. I stopped the spinner with those arrows. So that you can find out what you did wrong. But take a look at this position. I think he should keep queens on the board. When the queens come off, then it's just horrible. But when they're on, it's still horrible, but at least he could do something. Like here, I think maybe he should play queen A1 and maybe try to get some checks here. Because with my king kind of exposed, I don't really have any pawns in this area. He could get some counterplay with his queen. But the computer says I should be super winning right here. Super winning. Instead of queen c4, I should have played queen e8 check. I still don't see it actually. King h7 and knight e7. And he's unstoppably checkmated. Well, that's pretty cool. Thanks, computer, for showing me how I'm dumb. But if you scroll down a little bit to this nice graph, oh, you can see it already. This graph here, look at how white just goes up this way, or this way, this way. So up, so good. Wow, this is why I watch Justice TV, so I can play games, win them, and then just look at this graph. Ooh, yes, I got better and better and better and better, and then I crushed him. Yeah, don't get bad bishops, guys. I wonder if Christo944 has left, or if he wants to play again. Oh, he's left. What a surprise. Okay, let's play again. Same time control. Worked okay. There was some time pressure, but it also, we also finished the game without running out of time, so that's good. Mick Loping said a bad word, so I'm going to give him a timeout. Mick Loping, You're not allowed to say bad words. So there! You know why that is? Because ChessWiz is in charge here. Now, on the internet's kind of big, right? So there's a lot of areas. For example, 4chan, that's not an area that ChessWiz is in charge of. So if you want to go to 4chan and write bad words, you can actually just do that and I can't stop you. But if you go to the ChessWiz TV chat channel right there, then I can actually control what you do. I am in control, all powerful, of the chat box, which is a really, really small part of the internet. But if you just focus on it, it can get bigger. And so I just feel like I'm powerful because I control that area and I can stop you from typing that. If you don't think that I can stop you, think again. I can. And this game is the French defense Rubinstein variation where black says, I would rather be passive the whole game. Thank you very much. So that's what I'm doing. Bishop e7, I will castle. I think c5, maybe I'll fan on my bishop, maybe queen a5. That's my plan. Usually I get checkmated in this game. Usually what happens in these positions is my opponent plays queen like this. And from there, it's threatening checkmate, and it's also threatening my rook because I played b6, and then I lose. That's what happens over and over and over. I'm like b6, and he's like queen e4, and I'm like resigns over and over. The knight moves, by the way. The knight's not there in this virtual reality, in this alternate universe. That's what happens. McJGP wants a super ban. That's too bad, McJGP. I thought you wouldn't test me, but you did. Let's get the rest of these pieces out. I'm okay with knight e4. It's true you could take on f6, but I got lots of defenders. What am I doing? Drawing circles. So he's going for a kingside attack. I see now. It's pretty clear. A kingside attack could be what he's doing. Let's trade. When you're under attack, trade pieces. Actually, I think I'm screwed right now, because I didn't notice that I was going to be captured this way. I guess this was not the smartest kid on the block. He's just the smartest kid in his own chat box, which is much smaller than the block. So I think I'm just going to get crushed here. Maybe not, though. Maybe I'll just lose internet. I lost my... Are we back? I lost my internet very fiercely. Let's try browsing to google.com. We're totally messed up. I wonder if my opponent has... Nope, we're not back. We're recording so the YouTube people can see me struggling with my internet. Didn't this happen last time too? I need to call Comcast on the phone and cast them a new one. Wow, this is terrible. There is a lot of buffering this one. Oh, sorry. I think that I don't... Okay, we're totally back. For the YouTube viewers, you probably think that I'm a wizard for having just gone and come back, but actually I am super losing all my live viewers because that took about 5 minutes for me to reset my modem. I've been having terrible internet problems today, just terrible. But now we're back, and Rondep has added me a lot of time. Thanks. I'm back. Smiley face. And I also fixed the buffering. People in chat are saying, oh, so buffer, and I have fixed that. So I think the video quality is slightly lower, but we're not dying of buffer. So what happens now? We play some more chess. So where was I? Yes, I was getting screwed. That's right. So h7, I was worried about this, and I was dead, and there's nothing I can do except for f5. So that's what I was going to play. And then after f5, he could play g4. But I need to pretend like I don't have 5 minutes on my clock because he was so generous to give that to me. So, yeah. So I'm dead. Am I dead? How dead am I? Let's try it. Let's see how dead I am. Very dead. Since that's my only legal move, I've decided to play it. And now I have one more legal move, so that's my move. Now I think I'll just die. So it wasn't a good idea to take that knight and then play the other knight into f6. It caused me to die, which is bad. Any moves that don't cause me immediate and sudden death, I wonder? I could take on g3 with my queen. This is not cool. This is not so cool. I could play queen e5 check, which pulls his queen out, and then I could play f6. Wow, that would totally be so defensive and powerful. That's my best move. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if my internet is on. It is. We're not dropping any frames, 30 frames per second. We're good. The chess game, not so good, but the internet is so good. Any other noises being made here? Seems good. He's castling. He's just going to bide his time. Bite his time. I resign. Don't bother adding me time. I resign because after rook g3, my king cannot move. h6 doesn't really save me. King h7, then he'll just crush me with his queen. And there's no way to prevent it, so I just want to leave this game right now and play a new one. We're going to play one that doesn't have a huge internet outage halfway through it, so that'll be somewhat of an improvement. And also, I'm going to be careful not to get crushed on the king side. Interestingly, that game, he actually castled on the queen side, which is the other side of the board, allowing him to really attack me. That pawn h4 move kind of caught me by surprise, and it crushed me. So we need to play a little bit more carefully. Let's play the same opening against him, though. Same guy, so we know he'll play the same opening. Because that's what humans do. They're creatures of habit, but I'm wrong. Now he plays f3. So now I'm ahead an extra pawn as opposed to being ahead of pawn. It's extra. I don't even know what to do with it. But let's see how this goes. Is the stream working? I keep punching buttons and it's not working very well. 6 seconds. Guess I'll pin you. He's really excited to attack me the same way. He castles. I'm going to play c5. Like this. I'm going to play like this. I don't want to lose too quickly. I'm sure you can understand that. I'll still go for the fianchetto. It might look strange that I'm not castling. That's simply because it's strange that I'm not castling. I think I'm safe. Let's get some chess. Let's get some good chess here. Rondep's 2200. How did you do that, Rondep? Ratings must be inflated in Switzerland. That's all I can figure. Let's take stuff. Oh, taking things. I saw that, by the way. His queen was under discovered attack. Now I offer a trade of queens. Which he has to... Oh, that's not right. No, no, no. I'm losing a lot of rooks. I think I have to give up this game. That was stupid, Rondep. Why did you just take my rook for free? So this is really a problematic check. My queen is needed to guard the rook. I am indeed overrated. You are indeed. And I see you're reading this, watching the stream, which is more than I can do. I need to guard the rook, so I actually cannot move the queen off the back rank. So I have to play king e7 or king f8. Both of those kind of painful moves. I would really prefer... Oh, I could... Yeah, I could... No, I cannot do this. What's wrong with Chessmas? Thinking he can move his pin knight? I don't know. I don't know. But let's play again with Rondep. Last episode, Rondep just played like every game was basically Rondep TV, and that was really bad because Rondep always wins. But at least we're playing. Right? F5, I'll take you. Bet you didn't see that. I'm actually thinking about d5 here. Only a crazy person would do that. But fortunately, I'm crazy, so we're just fine. Now I've played it. Do you have a problem? Is that? I think I get at least a pawn. I was tempted to take with pawn first. Oh, he's really... getting a nice center there. Let's see how this goes. Funny pawn structure. Indeed. Would you like a couple of c pawns? You're pushing. That's a scary looking center. I shouldn't have allowed it. Stupid knight. Oh no, people are following some more. Hi, Josh. How are you? Queen c1. I'm guarding that with my knight. I'm focusing on the chess. I'm not going to let distract me from this game. I'm not going to let him do that. Bring my knight in, or should I say out somewhere? Yeah, I've got c5. But that's a lot of c pawns. And then I've got knight c4. Let's try it. How bad could it be? Oh, good. A challenge from someone who's not Rondep. It's from Schachful. Good. I'll play you next. Rondep, out of time. I'm going to add him time because he's a gentleman. He's disconnected here, and he disconnected for just a moment and then almost ran out of time, so I gave him extra time. Because he's such a gentleman. When he was about to checkmate me, he gave me 5 minutes of time to lose. Okay, maybe he's not a gentleman. Would he have added time if I were winning? The key is yes, and that's why I gave him time. I'm taking that. Now I have so many protected passed pawns. They're protected by my queen. That makes them protected, right? Thinking. We are seeing. This is a protected passed pawn. It is scary. With a capital Q. Should I block that with my knight? I'll play back where I was. Oh, it's a draw, Rondep. Look at that. Queen b3, queen b7. It's a forced sequence. It's not, though. Do I have a tactic? Tactic? Fianchetto, it is a protected pass pawn. Just because it's not currently protected, it's got nothing to do with it. I can take this one next. Probably a safe pre-move, but you never know with Rondep. Queen takes c8 was interesting. Ah, queen takes c8. Rook takes. I get 2 rooks for the queen, but this way I have 5 pawns against 4. I think that's pretty interesting. Should I keep the queens on the board? Ooh, almost ran out of time. I am actually going to keep the queens on the board so I can have yet another pawn. If I trade queens, then it's a rook against rook ending where I have an extra pawn. Those are really hard to win. This looks much easier to win if I could simply not let this guy be too obnoxious. Then I think I'll be in good shape. Of course, it's becoming too obnoxious right now as we speak. As I speak. You guys don't really speak. Be quiet, Google. Uh-oh. Oh, no! That wasn't right. Not that I'm safe from that. I'll resign this game, Rondep. So can I not even stop this pawn? This is something for the computer analysis to help me with. This pawn is getting really scary. He can also play queen e1 if my rook is here. Just because it's awesome. When I take, he promotes. And then play rook c1 and just power it up, right? And then even if I guard, even if I play here and guard the f rook, he'll still just capture in all these colors and then promote at the end with his pawn. So let's ask the analysis at what point. Oh, look, he's analyzing. Cool. At what point that became bad? Because I really feel like it's good here. Maybe that pawn is so fast at promoting. Stop it, Google. Maybe it's not. Let's find out. I feel like I'm talking to an empty room, even though I'm not. Where's my water? I'm so thirsty. White's winning. Draw. Bad. The best move was a4. So I needed to give up that pawn because it got so bad. Draw. Draw. White's winning. Mistake. Rook d1, stupid ed. So queen d3, check. Oh, how could I miss queen d3 check? Queen f6, trade queens, and get everything. Wow. Rondep, I could have beat you. I'm going to go get my water because I can't find it and I'm thirsty. Be right All right, this is one of the most discombobulated episodes of Chess with TV, having started 2 hours late. But the important thing is that it's happening. Let's play a double king pawn game against Schachful. It's a game of chess today, ladies and gentlemen, and we're playing the Ruy Lopez. Oh, never mind. I'm not in an empty room. Never mind, I am. I'm out of time too. I'm gonna say hi in the chat because I think that something wrong is going on. This doesn't seem right. My Ruy is rotting. This definitely doesn't seem right. It's a lot of time pressure, is what this is. Hello, Beats. It's a tricky move, wasn't it? Discovered defense. Wow. And I get a pawn. What excellent play, Black. There were some blunders in there, but we don't know which moves were the blunders. Because we're not that good at chess. What about a game or two? Chess Whiz asks someone with a really long name. Hi, I think I'll just double up my pawns. Because if I do that, then I will have no queens on the board. I'm ahead of pawns, so all I really need is there to be no queens on the board and I'll just win. So that's my plan. I should, of course, keep my pawns in this beautiful row as opposed to horrible. What's what they are now. But hey, there's no queens on the board, so you take what you can get. Got this extra pawn here on the queen side. Right in that area, 3 against 2. Let's promote it. I don't see any problems here. Schachful's now offline. Or is that me? No, I'm still amazingly not offline. Kabel Jiao. Kabel Jiao. Hello, Kabel Jiao TV. How about a game? Yeah, you should challenge me. Schachful's not just left the room. He's totally disconnected, which is why he's gray. So let's play. I should give a game. Why is your king upside down? I don't want to play anti-chess. You're so tricky. Biaum, Kesh. Biaum. Okay, so I am not an anti-chess master. Although I did play anti-chess last episode. Not that good at anti-chess. Ah, the Petrovs. Although I am improving, and I hope to play more anti-chess in the future, because it was kind of fun. D4. Bishop D3. Castles. Castles. And Ook E1. Ook. But who was it who taught me how to say that? None other than Blitzstream. He always says Ook, so now I say Ook, and it's pretty nice. That's the Petrov's defense. Okay, rook E1. Should I play C4? It's a difficult question. I think I should. Oh, maybe I should have just played H3, because that's a nice place for his bishop, and there weren't any other good spots. Pretty boring game of chess right here. I wonder if I should ever play C4. I'll try it. Donate 200 euros for LM title. Is that what that is? I can't afford that. Let's try C5. I don't know what to do with my pawns. I mean, I don't really want this d5 square to open up for his knight. So just move around a little bit and see what happens. Rook b1 looks kind of nice. Yeah, I don't even need to take that. I'll double your pawns though. I don't mind. Capturing that way. Okay, this seems nice. This seems good now. This square cannot have any enemy pawn chase it out, so that's a good outpost for my knight. And this advanced C pawn seems to be putting a bit of pressure on his B pawn. Even if he advances, I can put some pressure. Put some pressure. So we'll try it. Knight e5. My rook b3 was designed to double up on the b file, but another option is to actually double up on the e file. I can do that without much more trouble. Bishop seems safe back here. Messages. Guys, whenever you email me, I get a message. And if you follow me, like Ash Shakobdefan did, then I'll get a message from that too. I can't believe you guys have names like that. It's unpronounceable. Okay, I'm going after that B pawn. These are very difficult to defend for him now. So it's looking pretty good. Okay, I will definitely trade and then win a pawn. It's one reason not to trade is that things are too complex afterward. Sorry, not to win a pawn. But if there's no reason not to win a pawn, then you should win a pawn. Am I making sense? That's all right. I don't need to make sense. This looks difficult. Very difficult for him now. Bishop f6 is forced. Oh, that's not what's forced. Check, check, checkmate. Rook here, and then rook here. And not that way. And it's checkmate. Very good game, Shockful. I enjoyed. It was weird how I had this open B file, and that's actually how I got to play and won the game, by having these two pawns difficult for you to defend. I feel like maybe you should have played B6 at one point, although I'm not sure. Because if I do take, although that fixes my pawns, then you have the open file and you can start hitting A2 with your rook. I can't believe my internet's going to be the world's worst. Great news, everybody. The internet is less down than it was. I can't believe this is happening. What we're going to do right now is play one last game and then end the episode quick before my internet goes down for like the 800th time. And who are we going to play against? It's difficult. Rondep, we've played a lot of times. Byomkesh, he deserves a game because he turned his king right side up. It's no longer anti-chess. These guys, I would love to play Yukawu, Jack Reiger. But I'm not going to this time. But if you hang around, maybe we'll play in the future because Chessmas TV is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. GMT, unless my internet is being assaulted by a giant salt shaker. So here's our game against Byomkesh. Whoa. I gotta play quick here. I'll play, he gives me 15 seconds. Hi, and good luck. I'm excited to see how this game goes against Byomkesh. Knight f3. This is going to be our final game. Then we're going to go because I can't seem to hold it together. And by it, I mean the internet. Bishop d3, bishop b2. I don't know this opening at all. But a6 looks a little weird. I would have expected something like bishop g4 or maybe knight f6. What if I just develop my pieces? What will you do then? Mind blown. My mind's not blown, actually. It's hard to blow my mind. You have to use some heavy scale explosives to blow my mind. Heavy scale. I don't mean like light scale. I mean heavy. Really heavy. Large scale. Small scale. Upscale and downscale. You have to scale it if you're going to blow my mind. This seems good for me. This definitely seems good. I've got two bishops against a bishop and knight. And I've got more space. I think I'll actually play c4 here. c3 being the obvious alternative because it makes a nice pawn chain out of pawns. But there's no need to make a nice pawn chain when you can just take even more space. I'm pushing, which I'm not real happy about, but I also am real happy about it. So because for tactical reasons, I want to open it up, and for strategic reasons, I also want to open it up. Because two bishops against a bishop and knight, I want an open board with a lot of space and not a lot of pawns, just so I can checkmate. Checkmate! No, just so I can have the bishops have a lot of freedom of movement. But in this case, he hadn't castled yet, so I really wanted it open. And he rushed to castle on one side, and suddenly there's this really weird checkmate where he just got mated. But even if he didn't make that move, it's very difficult to defend this b pawn. And even if that weren't hanging, it's really difficult to protect the king, because if rook e1 check, it's hard to block to deal with that check. Bishop e7, well, it's blocked, but when he goes to castle, the king will no longer be guarding this bishop, so I can take it for free. Plus, I can pile up more attackers on it with bishop d6, so this is a really, really hard position for him. And it actually comes of this capture, which is opening up the center while his king is still in the center. So I actually recommend somehow not opening this. In fact, in this position, perhaps you should just play bishop e7 here, and then castle kingside quick before things open up, because in just 2 moves, things were really open, and there was no escape. GGS, that's strange, because that means good games, but there was only one, so I will say good game. So unfortunately, internet went up and down like a yo-yo today, but we did get some chess played. So next time I will see you will be Thursday at 11 a.m. sharp Pacific, 2 p.m. sharp Eastern. That is 6 p.m. GMT sharp. The episode will not be slightly delayed. This has been Chess Whiz TV. Thanks for watching. I'm still on the screen. I'm not very good at my keyboard shortcuts. Thanks for watching. There we go.